Previously on Green Arrow Emerald Archer.
I just don't want to ever think about losing you or consider it as an option. I worry about you out there. I'm not exactly a fighter, so I can't help you beat down a supervillain, but I like to think I can do anything I can to make sure you get home safe. That's why I called Cisco.
I'm like Green Arrow's sidekick.
Actually, that's my role.
Roy, we'll talk about the sidekick thing later.
We shouldn't have to rely on some vigilante to solve our crimes.
I don't know what your reasons are for hating him, but my advice? Back off and do your job professionally.
Yes, sir.
I can't have her out in the field if this is going to keep up.
For now, we continue as normal. Protect Star City, train when we can, and be ready to stop them when they finally decide to strike.
What's taking so long? I mean, there really hasn't been too much happening in Star City lately. Yet they still have lots to talk about every week.
Well, that concludes our meeting, Green Arrow. Same time next week.
You got it, Mayor White.
Please call me Albert or Al or something less formal.
You keep saying that, and I always forget.
So, haha, what's your name?
Nice try, but I'm not quite ready to go public identity.
Maybe your sidekick will join us next time.
The name's Red Air.
Speedy. His name is Speedy, and yes, I think he's about ready to join us.
Darn it all, I like Red Arrow. Well, nice to meet you, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, all you heroes can call me Albert. Maybe I'll catch you at the next meeting, haha. Well, anyway, guys, keep Star City a safer place.
So what did the mayor have to talk about?
To be honest, we usually just play Smash Bros.
What?
Yeah, it's great. Definitely vote for him in the next re-election. Anyway, let's get back to it.
So for the past couple of months, I've been waiting outside in the cold whilst you and the mayor play video games.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is ridiculous. I was deprived of video games growing up since the whole living in the desert thing. I'm not very good at them, but still.
Suck it up, Buttercup. You're in the mayor's inner circle now. Anyway, let's get back to training.
Captain, you need to listen to this.
Of course, go right ahead and make yourself at home.
If all goes according to plan, Star City shall be mine by midnight. Now set the charges!
Perez was able to intercept our transmission. This is the only segment our tech guys could make out.
How long ago was it?
3 hours ago, sir. 8:30 a.m.
We have any leads? Besides the fact we know that they're using explosives.
We are triangulating a point of origin.
Detective West, we have a location.
Perfect timing.
We've got a lead.
A lead on what?
A potential new supervillain.
Don't we have enough of them already?
He's supposedly planning explosives somewhere in Star City. The police have a location already.
Text me the location. I'll be there soon.
Cisco will meet you in the fortress. He wants to show you his latest invention.
Good morning. How are you today? Sleep well?
Shouldn't you be at work?
Autumn has been covering for us. Apparently, we've been in a meeting since 9.
Great, so what's this new invention?
Basically, if I knew our tech was being used for Green Arrow, then you'd have a much cooler arsenal of gadgets already. We scrap a lot of prototypes because they don't serve any purpose for regular folk, or they're not cost effective.
But it's ideal for a vigilante.
Correct. I've tweaked a few of our scrapped prototypes, combined the best parts, and now we have what I like to call the Arrow Cycle.
Tell Roy to meet me at the crime scene when he wakes up.
He's already on his way over.
You woke up before me? Looks like I'll need to up his training.
Nice to meet you, officers. I'm Sergeant Seth Jameson, just transferred here from Coast City.
Sergeant Terrence Everett, and this is Detective Marie West.
What's the situation here, Sergeant?
No real leads here so far, other than a video recording nicely set up for us.
What about the charges?
My team is doing a full sweep of the warehouse now, but my guess is it's just a bluff to stall us.
Relax, Jameson. This is Green Arrow's sidekick.
So what are we dealing with here?
The warehouse appears to be clean, but the transmission we intercepted suggests that this place was rigged with explosives.
Where's your friend?
I think he's sleeping in.
Sorry I'm late to get break in.
As we were saying to Red Arrow.
His name is Speedy.
I do kind of prefer Red Arrow.
But Speedy seems so much more fitting. Sorry, you were saying?
This warehouse was supposed to be laced with explosives, but all we found is a TV with a videotape.
Who uses VHS in 2014?
Clearly this guy is old school. Can we watch the tape?
It's all set up and ready.
When the clock strikes 12, the sky shall fall. At 6, a forest shall burn, and by midnight, the city will drown. You may try to stop me, but you will most likely fail. Good luck.
This guy sounds crazy, right?
Totally.
What time is it?
11:59, why?
Get out of here now!
Why are we running?
If Green Arrow says run, then you run.
Everett, what are you doing?
We've got officers in the sewers. I've got to try and save them.
Get her out of here.
Right.
Everett!
This guy we're up against is smart. He knew the police would search the warehouse, so he set his trap away from it.
You saved me, but you couldn't save him. You're supposed to be a hero. I knew my instincts about you have always been.
He made his own choice. There was not enough time for me to save him. If I tried, then we'd both be under that rubble.
Guys, I'm running a thermal scan right now to check for survivors.
We can do that?
Oh yeah, Queen Industries has the best satellites.
When he said the sky was falling, he meant the warehouse was going to come crashing down on us. So how are we going to stop the forest from burning?
The obvious target would be Starwood Forest.
Perhaps it's too obvious.
We should also look into his final targets, as well as the other objective. The idea of drowning a city is pretty extreme, but firstly, we need to see if anyone survived this.
One step ahead of you.
Alright, we've got 3 heat signatures. The aerocycle can assist in removing the rubble.
Perfect.
Remote access? That's cool, man.
I know, right?
Mr. Queen, your 1:30 meeting.
Courtney, we've been over this. Just call me Oliver. Mr. Queen sounds so formal.
Right, yes, sorry. Mr. Steele is getting very impatient.
So something big has just come up. So tell him I'm gonna need to reschedule.
This is the 3rd time you had to reschedule on him. I don't think he's going to be too happy. He is one of Queen Industries' biggest investors.
And my dad's best friend. Okay, I'll be there in 2 minutes.
Awesome.
Guys, I need to attend a meeting. I'll try and rush through it, but we really need to focus on this Time Lord case.
You can't call him Time Lord. That's Doctor Who.
Hey, Oliver. I just arrived at the fortress.
And I've just entered your office. Hi.
Right, so Cisco, you and Roy try and find leads on the fire in the forest. Autumn, I want you working on actually locating this guy.
Clock King. Yes! His name shall be Clock King.
Huh. That actually works. Clocking it is.
We should also update SCPD on any leads we find.
Sounds good to me.
Good luck in your meeting.
If you find any lead, and I mean literally any lead, then please get me out of this meeting.
You'll be fine. Good luck.
Today's show is going to be a day to remember.
As opposed to otherwise forgetting it?
We'll forget it later. Anyway, today we're filming the majority of our action scenes, which means ideally I'd like to get everything done in one take. Jay can only do so much CGI before he asks for more money. Garfield, I have absolute faith in your skills as a pyrotechnician. I mean, we both know Michael Bay is dying to hire you with the way you can make an explosion look like a symphony. But
I'm guessing you're not just here to compliment me.
The series is over budget already, and Mason just made a few more changes to his contract, so we really need to cut back on pyrotechnics.
You're kidding, right?
That's fine, I'll make it look good in editing.
So, you want me to do my job badly, just so we can save budget? I had the perfect vision for the forest scenes. Well, if you don't want to win any awards for this film, let's just get on with it.
That guy is rude. Can I fire him?
Why do we even have a pyrotechnist crew? I swear, the money is corrupting you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's Lynn's. The plan is in motion.
Excellent news. How big of a fire can you make?
I've been working on a few ideas for a while, don't you worry.
I do not accept failure. The fire must begin at precisely 6 p.m. Good luck.
With this fire, there'll be no regard for budget or safety. It will be glorious!
No way. They're filming Transformers Ascension in Starwood Forest today.
I grew up in a desert, remember? I'm totally lost on movie references.
I'm thinking that the Clock King might create the fire using something from outside the forest, like with the warehouse. But then again, if he's smart, he's not going to make the same move twice.
The important question we're forgetting to ask is, what does Clock King gain from all of this?
Now that, my friend, is a very good question.
Everett will be fine, but the doctors say he's going to be off his feet for a while.
Right when we have a big threat to Star City. Terrific.
We have everyone working on this case, West. We'll get him. We even have Green Arrow's team helping us.
If it wasn't for Green Arrow, we would all be in worse shape.
I thought you hated the guy.
I wanted to resent him, but it's because of my past.
Your father, right?
Yes. Towards the end of the JSA era, the Glades was an awful place to be. The Justice Society rammed criminals out of the formerly dangerous cities, so they all flocked to cities without heroes defending them, such as Star City. My dad, as you know, was a cop, but his superiors wouldn't let him do anything about the Glades. They turned a blind eye to the criminals.
Which is when your dad decided to put on a mask and fight back.
He did a good job disrupting criminal activity, but then he was cornered by Star City PD, and they shot him. He tried to protect this city, and was killed by the law. That's why I want to hate Green Arrow. The police hunted my dad, but they accept the Arrow with open arms.
Star City Police Department has changed a lot over the years. I agree there was a lot of corruption back in those days. As for Green Arrow, it took us a few years before we warmed to him.
Right now, though, we need to focus on the terrorist threat.
Yes, Jameson will be your partner until Everett recovers. He seems like a stand-up guy.
Oliver, I appreciate that you decided not to cancel today's meeting.
No problem. I'm just sorry I had to cancel the previous meetings.
Perhaps, if you have time, we should go for a round of golf next week?
I would love to. Courtney, put that on my schedule.
Next Tuesday, sir?
Sounds great. How about you, Walter?
Perfect. See you then.
See? That wasn't too bad.
It was nice catching up with Walter, but like I said, very busy day.
Is there anything I can do to make it less busy?
Yes, avoid getting me into any more meetings.
Like golf next Tuesday?
Golf isn't too bad. Actually, meetings outside in general are kind of fun.
Shall I move all your meetings to outdoor activities?
Ideally, yes, but realistically, no. I'm gonna be in my office for the rest of the afternoon. Make sure I'm not disturbed.
No problem.
Sorry to intrude, I didn't realize you were the CEO.
Your office is so much nicer. Great view, lots of space, fresh air.
So, hypothetical, how do you feel about disguising as me full-time? You work 2 jobs and I, well, don't. No? Ah, well, it was worth a shot. So, do we have any new leads?
Star City PD believe the final attack will be on the dam. Meanwhile, Starwood Forest has nothing major happening other than an action movie shoot. Cisco and Roy have vetted all of the film crew. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I think Clark King is playing it smart. He wouldn't hire anyone with a record. He knows this whole thing would attract a large police investigation.
So, you think someone on the film crew might be tied to it?
If you watch Joe Powell's Endgame, then that could happen to the city. Jokes aside, pyrotechnics could plant explosives without any real suspicion. Let's take a gander at them, shall we?
Garfield Linz. He's meant to be a big up-and-comer in the industry. From various blog posts, he has a lot of praise from the movie industry.
I doubt it'll be him. He has no reason to damage his career.
How about Becky Rice? She's his assistant, but looking at her career, she's been turned down for a lot of potential big breaks.
Yes, she has a lot of experience, but no real success.
And looking at her bank, she's also in a lot of debt.
Huh. You make this look easy, hacking into people's banks. Anyway, have Roy meet me at the forest and advise SCP on our findings.
Tanner has just dispatched a unit to the dam.
I'm not fully convinced that the dam is the target. But I guess it's best to cover everything just in case, right?
Roy did raise a good point. What is Clock King's motive?
I'm thinking chaos and a side order of anarchy, most likely. He'll fit in nicely with the other inmates at Bell Rev.
And cut! Alright, are we ready for the next scene?
Oh yeah, it's going to be a blaze.
Mason has locked himself in his trailer, demanding for more screen time for Iron Fist.
Fine, I'll just have Nolan North do all the mocap for this scene. We roll in 5.
Garfield, I know you're bummed about the budget, but I'm sure the scene is going to look great.
Oh yeah, trust me, Becky. This is going to be one to remember.
Becky Rice, where can we find Clock King?
Clock King?
Oh yeah, that's the code name we came up for him. Someone is paying you to burn the forest. Who is he, and where can we find him?
I have no idea what you're talking about. The only fires I'm paid to make is for the movie. Or are you implying that Joe Powell is a terrorist?
No, look, I don't have time for games.
Are you new at this? I'm sorry, but you've got the wrong person.
Hey, I've actually been doing this for a good few months now.
Don't worry, Speedy, I've got this. Becky, however much this guy is paying you, isn't worth a life sentence. If that fire kills anyone, literally anyone, then all of this is on you.
I don't know what's happening, but you have the wrong person.
Don't fool us with that act.
Okay, I think we have got the wrong person here. Becky, terribly sorry.
What makes you say that?
Yes. You have precisely 6 minutes until you must initiate your objective.
I'm going to have to do it sooner. Robin Hood and his pal are here.
Very well. For not sticking to your schedule, I shall dock 20% of your pay.
I only care about the inferno I'm about to create. By the way, they're calling you Clock King.
It could be worse. You have a job to do. Now get it done.
Finally.
Playtime.
Huh, nice suit.
Thanks.
Did not see that coming.
Welcome to Star City. Always expect the unexpected.
How do we get him now?
Get this to Autumn. She's in my office. I'll take care of Lynn's.
No chance. You're going to need my help on this one.
If you want to be my sidekick, then you follow my orders. I've got this under control. That phone is our only lead to Clock King. Think of the big picture, Speedy.
Right. Understood.
I'm guessing your flight is limited.
How observant of you.
You make small bursts, and it needs to recharge.
Time to ignite the rest of the set for the biggest fire cameras have ever filmed.
Why throw away everything just for this?
Film budgets are limited. Health and safety stop my fires from getting too big. I don't really care about much in life, but it is my dream to create the biggest fire.
Oh wow, we've got yet another crazy.
And by the time my flames extinguish, you will be nothing more than ash.
Okay, so Lynn's is down, but the fire is still spreading.
Don't worry, I'm on it. Just focus on rescuing people.
I'll tell Tanner to have his people secure Lynn's.
Firefly. We should call him Firefly. Not to insult Joss Whedon's masterpiece or anything, but this guy is cancelled. Aw yeah!
Also, Roy is 1 minute away from Queen Tower with the phone.
Great. I want you to find the location of Clock King before he does anything else.
Ah! So much pain!
I need the name of the man who hired you.
He never gave me a name, but he did try to cut my pay. I don't care about the money, but it's the principle of it. The city drowning thing is a diversion. He's diverting the police so they won't focus on his bank heist.
Are you seriously? All of this for a bank heist?
The guy's calculated everything like a game of chess.
Yeah, so the dam is a decoy. Clock King is actually planning a bank heist.
Clock King?
Yeah, we gave him a name. Also, this guy is Firefly, also known as Garfield Linz, and I suggest you keep a guard on him because he's crazy.
Where are you going?
There's a fire, so I need to go do hero stuff and look really awesome doing it.
Why are we stopping? No! This was something that I did not account for.
What do you suggest we do?
I believe this is checkmate. Our best option is to surrender peacefully.
Are you kidding? I'm not going down without a fight. Yeah.
Do you think Clock Keen is inside?
Oh, he better be, because I'm really hoping to go eat after this.
I know when I'm beaten. Most impressive, Emerald Archer. And with 2 hours left on the clock.
Oh, whoa, you're actually surrendering.
I am a master tactician, an expert in planning. But I would be no match for you in combat. Therefore, there is no point in a futile struggle. My best move is to surrender with dignity.
This seems too easy. He must be hiding something.
Can you tell your cellmates to pass on your example of this part, the surrendering, not the terror stuff?
I planned today's events as a game to test if Star City could match my intellect. You have succeeded. Congratulations.
People died because of your games.
Then perhaps next time, you will have to try harder against me.
There won't be a next time. They're going to lock you up for a very long time.
A little tip. When the bad guys are doing their speeches after we beat them, don't get riled up. Instead, just really condescend them. They love it.
Yeah, sorry. That guy was just really annoying.
Also, try to make a few jokes. I feel like that really helps.
So now the villains are taken care of. What's next?
Dinner. I'm thinking tacos, but feeling like Korean could also be an option.
Autumn and I went by this great hibachi restaurant last week.
Yeah, she sure does love that place. I know. Roy, what do you say to a good old-fashioned all-American cheeseburger?
Now that sounds fantastic.
Great! I know this nice place not too far from here.
You're late.
My apologies. As you know, I had some business to take care of.
Perhaps I'm entrusting you with a bit too much responsibility outside here. Your name, the Magician, it was chosen as I believed you are a man who could perform what others would perceive as magic, but to the initiated, well-executed tricks.
I do have many talents. For now, I have decided to spare Green Arrow.
Dahlia has told me as such. A wise gambit, one which I would make myself. You see, a weak man will kill all those who threaten him, whilst a powerful man will allow the strongest to live as he fears no challenge. Oliver Queen has great potential. His judgment is still clouded, but one day he may prove to be a useful asset.
But one day, it shall come to a point where Oliver Queen may have to be dealt with, so we can proceed with our plans for Star City.
That is a day vastly approaching, and on that day, if he continues his stance, then he will perish. That I assure you.